How do JavaScript return statements work with recursion? Imagine you're trying to solve a puzzle where each piece depends on the next. That's what recursion is like in JavaScript. It's when a function calls itself to break down a problem into smaller parts. But how does JavaScript know what to do with all those calls? That's where return statements come into play. They are the key to passing results back up the chain of recursive calls. When a function calls itself, it creates a new execution context, kind of like stacking plates. Each plate waits for the one below it to finish before it can move on. The return statement is what sends the answer back to the previous call. Think of it like passing a node up the stack. When the base case is reached, the function returns a specific value, like 1 in a factorial calculation. This value then travels back up through each recursive layer, getting multiplied or combined as it goes. Without return statements, the recursive calls would just end without passing any useful information back. Instead, they would return undefined, and the whole process would break down. For example, in a factorial function, the base case returns 1 when the input reaches 0. Then, each recursive call multiplies the current number by the result of the next call. This chain of return values keeps moving back up until the original call gets the final answer. In web development, understanding this flow helps when working with complex data structures or algorithms that relying on recursion. It's especially useful for tasks like traversing trees or managing asynchronous operations that need to call themselves. So remember, return statements are what make recursion work smoothly in JavaScript. They ensure each recursive step passes its result back to the previous one, ultimately giving you the final value you need. Without them, recursive functions wouldn't be able to produce meaningful results or even complete properly.